Say y'all, Rolly got beat up by Daisy. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing Baddies USA episode 4, and it is going down once again. This time, we got Summer still getting her head knocked between the front door and the back door by Tesehki. Tesehki over there crying to Krishan to tell us that she lied. Whole time, Krishan stood on her business and stuck to her story. And then the most important fight to me, which was Daisy running up on Rolly, big, bad, funky, nasty, cheese and grease and dirty, and rolling her like a panini. Girl, did you see it? I couldn't believe it. Cradle cap and all, girl. Daisy was boxing Rolly by the cradle cap, girl. Y'all should have seen that. It was crazy. I said, Daisy, I know y'all had y'all little 1-2 yin on the internet, but girl, I ain't know you was gonna come all the way down here to Baddies to do all of that. I'm over here trying to find out when Summer gonna get her eye closed, and here you come closing both eyes on Rolly. Oh, girl, this is a lot. And you know what's worse about this, y'all? All them girls around Rolly would rather lie to her and tell her she won that fight than to be real and tell her that Daisy beat her up. I ain't gonna lie, that bothered me. Everybody was, ooh, one thing my girl Rolly did, she gonna handle it. No, she didn't. She didn't. And ooh, was it me? But I wanted Daisy to box Anna up so bad for jumping in that fight. OMG. I was so mad when Rolly was like, we gotta go. I was like, shut up. Shut up, girl. It's a lot going on. Summer is beefing with these girls back and forth on the internet. Then Summer and Dolly got into a 1-2 squabble. Summer finally tells us what I've been telling y'all, which was they turned cold on her. And I'm talking about Lex and Dolly. They must have planned that they was going to do one thing behind the scenes. And then when it was time to fight, it seemed like the girls had a change of heart. I'm telling you, I felt that. I picked up on it from the beginning. That's why Summer was acting like that. I'm not saying it's right, but that's why she was acting like that with Lex and Dolly. But we gonna get into that and a few other things. But before we do that, y'all, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse. And if you are a returning dollar Dawn, welcome back. Please don't forget to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this episode, because it was a lot going on, okay? Now, anyway, y'all already know what time of day it is. Grab your tings, your liquor, your earbud, your za, and let's get on right into the episode, girl. So now the episode opens up where we left off. Summer is running from her life from Tifa because she keep calling Tifa a PDF file. And she's standing on all 10 saying she believed Krishan, and Tifa wants Summer whole head off her shoulders. Now, Tommy is in the middle trying to stop Tifa from pounding on Summer, but also trying to get Tifa to stop and chill and breathe to find out how can we reconcile this situation. Because according to Tommy, she don't want them to get this crazy. Now, Tifa hops into the confessional to tell us that she's ready to pound Summer's face in, and rightfully so, because Summer kept going off on about that girl being what she was. However, what I will say is I respect Summer for saying it and standing 10 toes in it. Yeah, she got her face pounded, but you know, she still said what she said. I gotta respect that. At any rate, Summer in the corner saying, aha, nanny boo boo, you don't need to be around kids. I believe Krishan, face busted up, lip busted up. I mean, Tifa done knocked this girl down 10 flights of stairs and she's still talking. You know, I truly don't know why y'all is waiting on somebody to knock some sense into Summer, because it's not gonna happen. She done been knocked in the face by a nigga and she still talks. Summer gonna talk. It just is what it is. Shout out to Summer, girl. Now, at this moment in time, Latifah is inconsolable. She is all over the place. She is screaming, hollering, crying, snotting. I'm talking about kindergarten ugly face cry. And we got Tommy running behind her trying to see what's up. And at this point, I'm feeling like Krishan.
Why are you crying? How old are you? Just pull it together.
Yeah, Tifa, pull it together, girl. Like, what is going on? I'm talking about Tifa trying to get a word edgewise out of this girl. Was like talking to a 6-year-old after you done beat him for stealing or eating candy. She, I want her to and I'm like, Tommy, girl, calm down. Relax, Tifa. Breathe, slut. What is it that you want this girl to go around there and say? And now Tifa takes this moment to say that she wants Tommy to go talk to Rockhead because Rockhead listens to her. And Tommy saying that she understands how it is fighting with your sister, wanting to make it right. She says she don't mind going to talk to Krishan, but she needs to know exactly what it is that Tifa wants Krishan to say. Like, what do you want? And see, Tifa was talking in a lot of circles at first. She did end up saying that she wanted to say that it wasn't true, but she spoke in so many circles and parables. I was over here saying, girl, what is it that you want, Tifa? For real. At any rate, Tommy decides that she's going to try to bring the girls back together because she hates to see these girls fighting. And she told Tifa to stay over here, calm down. And she said, security, get her some water and a cold towel or something to put on her forehead so she can sit right here and I can go outside and find Rockhead and see if we can get this thing together. So Tommy moves, right? Then outside, Dolly out there ducking rat copping, please. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta call this episode how I seen it. Why was Dolly outside telling Cold Killer, you know I like your music. I always thought you was pretty. I like your music. And I'm over here looking like Cold Killer. Girl, what? Dolly? Girl, who does Dolly really think she is? And why is Dolly trying to be friends with everybody so much? I'm starting to feel like Cold Killer. Cold Killer feel like this is not genuine. It's not real. All it is Dolly realized she got a bad break last season as far as her reputation and she want to try to make it right. That's all Dolly trying to do is save face. But according to Dolly, Dolly said she ain't never really had no beef with Killer. She danced to her music. She told her she was pretty. I'm a bad bitch. You a bad bitch. I feel like we all some bad bitches. I'm from Mississippi. And I'm over here saying, Dolly, girl, I ain't gonna lie. Even if you don't like Summer, looking at their actions, it's really lining up with what Summer was saying. Y'all planned one thing and then got in front of this camera and did another thing because why is Dolly over there trying to be cool with Cold Killer? Especially when Cold Killer has zero desires to be cool with Dolly. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's giving Dolly ducking wrecking this bitch. It's giving that. It's giving that. It's giving Dolly ducking wreck. It's giving Dolly trying to make friends. It's giving Dolly felt like the big 3 plane was about to crash and she decided to dip on it. That's what it's giving to me. And shout out to Cold Killer. I love this look, Cold Killer. This is very soft of you, girl. You know, Cold Killer, you act like a project wall. You know what I'm saying? You know, very hard. But this look was very soft and cute and girly. Shout out to Skrilla. And look at Dagger Tavy. Dagger Tavy done came outside looking like she looking for some new cooch to sniff. And she hollering, what's going on? What's going on? Why? Why West Coast shorty? Girl, what does Tavy have on? I need somebody to really step in and let me know what Tavy has on because I'm of confusion. And before we can figure that out, girl, here come Tinker Fat running from around the corner, girl. Running up on Cold Killer. She want another round. I'm so tired of y'all, girl. Tinker Fat, girl, you just had a baby. Who got the baby? Who watching the baby while you over here fighting on this girl for 11 seasons? At this point in time, I'm over it. But they finally do tangle up. They did tangle up. They didn't do a tango. They actually tangled this time. And according to Cold Killer's words, not mine, she lost. Skrilla said, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, she got me. I lost that one. And then Tinkerfat got in the confessional and showed us how she got her. Tinkerfat said, according to her, she could have been got her, but her hand was hurting. Tinker, please. Please, Cold Killer let you get that round so you could leave her alone. Let's move on. And look at Dagger Tavy. You know, it was this episode that made me feel like no wonder you and Fana got into it. Fana must have don't want to let you sniff her little cooch no more because you was giving very much top tease. Top dagger tease. Girl, what's going on? Let's move on. Now, in the background, Summer done went upstairs, and I don't know why they keep sending Lex up behind Summer to calm Summer down, but Summer keeps telling Lex, girl, get out my face. I'm good. I'm by myself. I'm good. Lex keep telling Summer, but I'm trying to help you. Summer says she don't want no help because y'all hoes done to already turn cold. Summer getting a confessional and basically is trying to say it without saying it. And I'm over here saying, is this editing? Why is we not just saying what the big problem is? Because according to Summer, she said bitches is acting different. They're not doing what they said they was gonna do. But I need this said out in plain words, you know? So here come Lex behind Summer. I'm trying to help you because I'm your friend. Summer like, girl, F you. You ain't my friend. You ain't nothing to me. I'm by myself. Summer no other. I ain't gonna sit up here and cap. Whatever I say once, I'ma say it again. If Krishan go home, I want to go with her because I believe Krishan and she a PDF file and all that. And Lex is over there trying to talk sense to Summer, and Summer don't want to hear it. Now, what I take from this situation is the reason Summer is acting like this with these girls is because she done already realized that they reneged on the plan. I'm telling you, I really believe that that's what it is, but Summer and Lex is not saying it out loud. And then Lex getting a confessional, not understanding what's going on. But I so want to sit down with Lex and say, well, Lex, let's start at the beginning. What is Summer actually mad about? And once we realize that Summer's not mad that Tifa was going to beat her up, she already understood that. We'll see that she's really mad because y'all kind of reneged on her, bruh. At least that's what I get. And I know y'all hate Summer. I get that. But I feel like I can understand that side of the story. So now she cursing Lex out, B, get out my face, F you, da 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 da. And I ain't gonna lie, Lex had way more patience than I thought she would have had. Cause if I was Lex, or if I ain't gonna lie, I thought Lex was just gonna steal her right up and down. But Lex was really like, you already drunk, I already get it, but I'm your friend, and Summer don't want to hear none of it. She don't. And moving on, why is Smiley back with a cast? What happened to her hand? I thought she caught a seizure. See what I'm talking about? But I was wrong. Girl, let me not say nothing because girl, look, last week they took me down. Let's move on. Smiley back, y'all, with a cast and an attitude. I don't know. And over here in the corridor, in the courtyard, Tommy is literally sitting Indian style on the ground trying to get through to Tifa to calm down, stop hissing and huffing so we can find out what we need to do to get you to stop crying on this internet and on this baddie show like you 5 years old, girl. And I'm with Tommy. You listen, calm down, breathe, and tell me verbatim, word for word, bar for bar. What do you want me to tell Krishan? Tell me, Tifa, what is it that you want to get you to stop crying? And look at Tifa. I just want her to do what she said when we was by Tessa. I'm like, girl, shut up. Shut up. Come get before I give you something to cry for. Girl made me turn into a mama. Tifa got to stop with all of this. For real, she really got to. It got so bad, girl. My girl Tommy had to give her a hug and say, look, bitch, I don't even know what you want me to go ask this girl, but I'm going to figure it out. Give me a hug, slut. And you know Tifa ain't never hugged nobody. So this was a lot for her, and she was happy to have somebody there to help out. You know what I'm saying? But Tifa, let me say this. I done already told you what to do. PDF files running your family. You was a child when this girl is alleging this happened. Just come out and say you don't remember. Say you sorry and say you trying to take therapy to move on. Because this is tearing you up. And I believe you think your life is over behind this. But it wouldn't be. Y'all was cheering, girl. And at the end of the day, the way you crying make me feel like you did this further than past sure. You got to stop with all of this, Tifa. Ain't nobody got time to be on the internet playing and coddling on you. Now, Tommy goes over to talk to Krishan, and I don't know where March came from and why she always got to be right there. Look at March, girl. But at any rate, Tommy was over there talking to Krishan, saying, listen, Krishan, you need to go talk to your sister. She's really hurt. She's inconsolable. She's crying all over the place, and you need to go say something. And Rock was like, but I've been trying. Every time I try to talk, she start crying and throwing a hissy fit and acting crazy. I can't get a word in edgewise. I've been trying to talk. So Tommy was like, look, you need to go over there with your sister, just you and her, and y'all have a conversation. Now that makes sense to me because none of these other girls need to be in it. Krishan gets over to Tifa and she's like, Tifa, you know she already sounds like she done smoke a pack of Marlboros. Girl, pack of Cool Filter Kings, Camels, the hard pack, girl. At any rate, she over there, Tifa, what is it that you want, Tifa? And look at Tifa, I just want you to say what you said when we was by ourselves and we was 6 years old. Why you can't say what you said when we was 6? You said you was gonna come out here and say I was lying and say you was lying, but you lied. Why you not saying what you said? And look at Rockhead. This one I knew, or at least I felt like Rockhead must have wasn't lying. Rockhead got on one knee and said, Tifa, I get down on one knee and I'm gonna continue to say what I said. Or at least it was something like that. Something to the effect of Rock didn't change her story. Y'all, she didn't. She didn't. And that sent Tifa all the way over the cliff again. I'm sorry. Y'all not about to sit up here and make me unsee what I know I saw with my own two eyes. I don't care what Tifa said they talked about behind the scenes with their sisters. That girl got on this internet and on this TV and stood on all 10. Like, I don't understand who we should be mad at this point. I don't even know if we should even be mad at Krishan. At this point, I'm starting to get mad at Tifa. Krishan kept trying to talk to her. Tifa wasn't trying to hear it because she didn't hear the words that she wanted to hear, which was, I lied and I'm sorry. Girl, it don't look like that girl trying to do all of that, Tifa. It don't. It don't. I don't care what y'all talked about on the phone. Hell, I'm starting to even wonder if y'all even talked on the phone or behind the scenes at all. But she got all up in Rockhead's face and Rockhead stood there and was just like, but Tifa, that's my story. Like, I don't know what else could have been said in this moment. And at this point, Krishan didn't know what else to be said in this moment. Krishan was looking at Latifah, aka Tesehki, as if she was at an audition for a Playgirl. Girl, this girl Krishan thinks that Tifa is crazy. And I want to know if she really do. Child, Krishan crawled right into that confessional with that 6-month-old sew-in and said she thinks something is wrong with Tifa. When she got the scratching under that sew-in, I already knew she wasn't lying. And I hate to say that because I think everything Krishan say is a lie. But for her to say that in front of Tifa and not back down, I gotta go with the move and go with Rockhead. I do. And Tifa, it don't matter how much you scream and cry, girl, talking about you a mush and you a crybaby. Girl, it's just not looking good for you, Fefe. It's not, Eskimo Joe. So now right after that, Natalie chimes in. You guys, hold on. Security, production, pass me my vape. I have someone coming in who's a special guest, and she's coming in. I already spoke to Rolly. I've already bought new vapes, and you guys are gonna love this person. And guess who's walking in? It's my girl, Daisy Dukes. Now, you know, I ain't seen her since Baddies Gone Wild or whatever it was, Bad versus Wild, whatever them girls was around there doing on that Part B show. All I know is I heard her and Rolly had beef, but I didn't know or follow it enough to know that it went all the way to where they got a fight. Now, Rolly gets in the confessional and tell us that she knew Daisy was coming and Daisy is mad because people call her Rolly Jr. She said Daisy is just jealous because she is the blueprint, and if she got to show her how Rolly do, she will. Now, Anna is outside talking about she got beef with Daisy because Daisy was talking about her. And I'm over here saying, but Anna, Daisy will literally roll you like a meatball. Why y'all let Anna jump into all of this, and then when somebody want to pop her head off, y'all get mad? Girl, either way, Daisy is at the top of the stairs, and when she got up at the top of the stairs like Rocky Balboa with them hands up, talking about what happened, where Rolly, what you said about my kids, and my tax returns, and my baby father, I was like, what? And Rolly at the bottom of the stairs saying, come on, girl, we ain't about to do all that talking. You got one round. And I'm over here saying, Rolly, what did you say about that girl churn and baby father in Texas and all of that? What did you say? Because see, Rolly, you know, she gets besides herself. She start forgetting she used to be poor. Girl, I ain't gonna lie though. When Daisy took off her top from her velour suit, and she had that cross your heart bra on, and she put them sets up, I ain't gonna lie, I would have forfeited the fight. I'm not fighting no bitch took off her velour sweatsuit top and had on a Walmart cross your heart bra. Girl, no way. Well, Rolly took one for the team, and I ain't gonna lie, Daisy beat her up. Daisy hands was going too fast for Rolly. See, Rolly tried to use that weight, but Daisy a thick girl too. So it didn't quite work out. And Daisy ended up getting the best of Rolly. Big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy, greasy, dirty. Then I saw Anna Mac jumped into the fight, and I was praying and hoping that Daisy would turn around and just bop her one good time. I swear to God I was. Because why is Anna jumping in? And I also saw Dolly saying that's what she's supposed to do. Shut up, Dolly. But girl, when I tell you the tussle was tussling, I did see Rolly grab what's her name? Daisy's wig. She did grab it and tear it up when she went up to the top of the stairs. According to Rolly, she said she wiped her ass with it and Daisy put it back on her head. Ew. That should be a lawsuit. At any rate, Rolly goes up the stairs with all of her friends in tow, lying to her, telling her she won. And Daisy is downstairs saying she won another round. Daisy telling Rolly, bring your big ass back down here. And look at Rolly in the confessional. I mean, yeah, Daisy know how to fight. She can fight really well. Did she beat me up? Yeah. But what does that matter? Can she cook? Can she clean? Do she know how to make empanadas from scratch? No. But Daisy ain't trying to hear none of that what Rolly is up there talking about. Daisy is downstairs telling Rolly to come back. Now, I had went on Instagram, and basically Summer had said that she was the one downstairs telling Rolly to get her big ass back downstairs to fight this girl.
Hold on, because I just woke up, Rolly, big bag. Cadillac, give a dog a bone, bitch. If you don't get the fuck out my face, girl, don't get mad at me because you got your ass beat by Daisy. I said what I said, and Zeus clipped that out too. They clipped out the part that I said, no, Rolly, bring your big fat ass down here. Bring your big fat ass down here. Ain't no run round that shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. You get your big fat ass down here and run that fade. Get your ass beat because you ain't winning.
Now, Summer said what she said, and I believe her. She said they clipped it out the episode, but she was telling Rolly to get her big ass back down here. And if you looking at the way Daisy is standing, I know Rolly ain't won't come back down them stairs. I know it. You can't tell me otherwise, girl. And then look at Mellow Yellow. Now, we just found out she was pregnant 5 minutes ago. And she up here talking about, because I wanted to fight Daisy because she was saying stuff like me. Girl, ain't nobody got time to watch you get put in the blender. Get away from here. Go have your baby. And let me say this. That show gonna be trash. And I said it. So anyway, Rolly is on her way upstairs and she don't want to come back down to fight Daisy. She's talking this and talking that, but she don't want to come back down and see Daisy with the mans. And Biggie won't get on here and lie, talking about, Anna jumped in and Rolly jumped in, bro. I swear to God, they won the fight, bro. I swear to God. Girl, shut up. They both got beat up. Biggie and everybody lied to you, Rolly, girl. You got beat up. I don't know why you ended up mad at Summer later on. Summer just said out loud what everybody was saying behind your back. Okay? And this was the part that really had me weak in the knees. So after the fight was over, Daisy looked up and was like, oh, I felt somebody jump in the fight. Who was that jumped in the fight? Girl, tell me why Summer jumped up and holler, Anna, it was Anna. Anna, get out here and catch your fade. Yeah, it was Anna. Girl, I was weak. And as she should. Just like Dolly was bigging up Anna for jumping in, I'm bigging up Summer for telling her to come catch her fade. Now, Rolly was upstairs body shaming Daisy, saying her booty looked like a bag of rocks. But Rolly just bought a new booty. Didn't she buy like 3 of them? And she bought some boobs. And Rolly got naked on film and I almost threw up. I was about to show y'all, but I ain't want to do y'all like that. And Daisy was at the bottom of the stairs acting knock-knees, saying she'll make the fight fair if Rolly came downstairs. She said she would fight Rolly knock-kneed if Rolly come back downstairs, but Rolly refused. Look at Tommy. Tommy, I caught you being messy. You laughed a little too long and too hard of a pause on your laugh for you to been up there acting like you cool with Rolly. Rolly, I hope you saw Tommy. She laughed too hard. So Daisy confronts Anna about jumping in the fight, and Anna was somewhat copping the plea, but I ain't gonna lie, she didn't always, like all the way. Anna basically fessed up to jumping in the fight and was basically like, we had the fight, or I jumped in because of X, Y, and Z you said about me. So now Daisy was like, bet, pull up, let's fight. And Anna was like, huh? And y'all heard Summer, or at least I feel like I heard some in the background saying, go ahead on and fight. At any rate, this is when Anna was getting ready to cop her pleas. And before she could really realize she had to fight, Rolly at the top of the stairs jumped in. Talking about, we gotta go. We gotta go to rehearsal. Shut up, Rolly. I want to see Anna get bopped. It's about time. It is high time Anna get bopped. She stay jumping in people's stuff. I wanted her to get bopped. I'm tired of y'all saving her. And then, look at Natalie. Oh, yeah, you guys, pass me my vape. We do have to get to rehearsals. Pass me my vape. So these hoes done reconvened or inconvened or whatever they did, and they all splitting with their separate ways. But I was really mad. And let me say this. I don't care what nobody say. Daisy beat up Rolly. Rolly knows that she got beat up. That's why Rolly is battling everybody except Daisy. Well, she's still battling Daisy too. But yeah, she got beat up. She got beat up. And Cradle Cap, I'm glad you are here. I want you to know that you thought it was going to be a little 1-2 yin-yin with Daisy. And even though Daisy, they say, is much smaller than you as far as, I guess, height, Daisy rolled your big ass like a pizza roll. Do you hear me? So the girls are getting ready for rehearsal, and Summer is sitting on the counter eavesdropping on Mariah Lynn, asking Cold Killer why she snuck Tinker. Now, according to Summer, she feel like Mariah Lynn is copping pleas. She jumps up and holler, oh, Mariah, you copping a plea, you copping a plea. And Mariah gets into it. Mariah Lynn get in the confessional and says Summer was just being messy. She was minding her business, and she wasn't being messy asking Skrilla why she hit Tinker. She just wanted to know for inquiring minds. Girl, what does that even mean? There's no not nice way to ask somebody why you hit my friend. Like, I don't, and then y'all not even real friends. I don't get it. Anyways, Mariah Lynn and Summer get to going back and forth, and now Summer's over there talking about she'll fight Mariah Lynn, and I'm over here with Fonda. Literally nobody wants to see y'all fight again. It's over. Let it go. It's like watching two animals or mosquitoes fight anyway. We don't want to see y'all grasshoppers tangled and twisted. But anyway, Summer is going back and forth with Mariah Lynn, and they having their words, and I noticed that Dolly been kind of quiet. Have y'all noticed that around this time of the episode? Every time Summer getting into it with people, Dolly has been very quiet. I don't know. I just picked up on that. I don't know. But this was the part of the argument that was hilarious. So I forgot what Mariah Lynn said to doggone Summer. Something about her and her friend or something like that. And I don't know why Mariah Lynn said it, because Summer's comeback was for the gods. Girl, Summer looked Mariah Lynn square in her blue eyes and told her, girl, that's why your mama got beat up by your friend. And when I tell you, I was literally no more good. And this what made me fall through the floor. When Summer turned around and holler, clocked it. Girl, I was no more good. No more good. I don't care how much you hate Summer. Summer is wonderful TV. Do you hear me? Y'all can keep wanting that girl face to get pounded in. She is great for TV. I don't care what y'all see. Now, anyway, the girls get on the bus, and Anna and them is talking about how they feel bad for Summer. Now, they on two separate buses. Summer on the bus with the big three and the rest of the girls, and Anna and them on their own bus. But Anna and a few other girls are talking about how they feel bad for Summer, and this is making Tavi mad, because Tavi don't like Summer and feel like Summer just talk too much. But I feel like the same thing could be said about Tavi, because Tavi, you keep talking, and every time somebody beat you up, you get to crying. Ain't Lex done beat you up how many times? Like, I just feel like it's more or less pot calling kettle with the Tavy situation. I don't know. It was weird to me. But this is where the tension starts to burrow, because Tavy is mad that Fauna says that she actually likes Summer and feel bad for Summer. Now, when Fauna says that, Tavy was like, it's weird. And Fauna was like, so what's wrong with me liking her? You trying to say I'm weird? But they get to going back and forth, and I'm like, well, what done happened? And then it dawned on me. Y'all hoes was around there scissoring. Yeah, you was. When y'all have these random arguments that only y'all understand, I know y'all hoes been dagging on the low. And Tavy already give me, I told y'all, top dagger tease. I know a low information situation when I see one, girl. And I didn't understand the back and forth until it got really, really bad and Fonda was really in her feelings. And this is why Tavy came and exposed her. Girl, this is sad. Y'all got to stop over there on Baddie sliding up each other's coochie, nah? Now on the other bus, Summer is on there. Everybody quiet, and Summer was like, "Girl, I'm the only one on this bus got a problem with people. Everybody battling me, and I'm on the island by myself, and I don't mind being on the island by myself." Now the people on the bus is looking at Summer, and I want to say it was Rolly who was like, "Girl," but at the end of the day, no, yeah, that's what it was. Rolly inserted herself by saying that Summer was not being a good friend to the girls and that Summer need to chill. And she don't understand why Summer is mad because they already said that they wasn't going to jump in because they didn't agree with what she said about Tifa. Now, mind you, her and Lex is kind of booting up on each other, not really saying no words, but passing little words back and forth. And Lex is of confusion because she said, "This is my friend, and I never seen this side of her." And she don't understand why Summer is talking to her like this and acting with her like this. So now, I don't remember if it was Dolly or if it was Lex, but one of them asked Rolly her 2 cents on the situation. And like I said, Rolly told Summer that she feel like Summer shouldn't be mad at Lex or Dolly because they already established that they not jumping in that fight. Now, one thing I will give to Dolly, Dolly said, "Listen, I done already fought Tifa by myself more than once." She was like, "And every time I got in the pain by myself, ain't nobody helped me." So Dolly feel like Summer shouldn't feel no type of way. And I'm with you, unless y'all made a pact behind the scenes that y'all was gonna fight and then y'all got in front of the camera and then y'all reneged. Other than that, I'm on your side, Dolly. I'm on your side if you're not lying. But thank God Suki came out here and explained it the way it was. Girl, Dolly feel like she shouldn't have to jump in the fight for Summer because she always fight her own fights. Summer feel like, girl, y'all fake because y'all fight any other time. And at the end of the day, y'all acting like y'all scared to fight her when y'all fight everybody else in any other situation for any given reason. I thank you, Suki. Thank you so much for just putting it plain as day. Now, around this time, I'm thinking Dolly is picking up on the fact that Summer is done with them. And Dolly got in the confessional and was like, "Girl, I don't want to battle with you and beef with you. But at the end of the day, I done lost friends that I done know longer than you. They only been knowing each other a year." Dolly said it is what it is. She don't mind whatever. Now, as for Rolly, let's call a thing a thing. Rolly is really mad because Summer said she liked Daisy. Is y'all ready to tell the truth? Let's really tell the truth. The real reason Rolly was mad with Summer was because Summer said she liked Daisy, and then Rolly said, "You don't even know Daisy." And Summer said, "But I like her after what I saw today." That sent Rolly over the roof, and Rolly started telling Summer she ain't this, she ain't that, she'll never be Lex. Lex is better than her, and I caught on to that cap immediately. Rolly thinks she's slick. And then she tried to throw a cross by saying Summer was saying stuff about Dolly and Lex behind their back and was talking about, "Oh, you don't want me to say what you said. You don't want me to say what you said." And I'm saying, oh. And look at Dolly. Now, mind you, I've been peeping Dolly energy since they was at the house. Dolly already peeped Summer was off them. So Dolly ready for whatever. When Dolly heard Rolly say that she was talking about them, Dolly was waiting for what Rolly was going to say. And Summer jumped up and hollered, "Well, say what you was about to say. Say what I said." Now, Summer did stand up and tell Rolly to say it. And you know, in fighting world, you can't do that. You don't stand up and say nothing aggressive over nobody. That's automatically fighting words. But Rolly stood up and was getting ready to talk. And I'm saying, "Well, girl, say it. What did she say about Lex and Dolly?" And there was nothing that Rolly said because I think Rolly made that up. What I think is Rolly tried to throw that cross between Dolly and Summer right quick to get the heat off of her. She was mad because Summer was dragging for the fact that Daisy beat her up. Rolly ain't been beat up on Baddies for real, for real. Daisy the first person to come on this Baddie show and do it. And when Summer came on here and said what she said, it sent Rolly over the roof. Say what I said. Anyway, she trying to get to Summer talking about, "I would have normally just punched her, but I didn't." Girl, you done had enough punching for the day. Until you ready to punch on Daisy, Rolly, I don't think you should be punching on nobody. And I said what I said. Y'all not gonna get on here and gaslight me. Rolly is mad because Summer like Daisy and Daisy beat Rolly up. It just is what it is. It is. And Summer was over there telling Rolly, "I don't need nobody to help up for me. I already know what it is. It is what it is." But Rolly was arguing with Summer as if Summer was mad about it. And maybe Summer is mad about it. Because if I made plans with some people and they reneged on me in the fourth quarter, I would be upset too. But even if she is, that's her feelings. I'm with Summer. Why are you mad at me about how I feel? Like, make it make sense. Now, for a split second, I forgot these sluts was over here making music on this episode of Baddies, or at least this season. I guess Lemmy said he gonna put these hoes to work and make money while they making money. At any rate, Krishan is over there talking about she gonna be singing, her and Anna doing gospel and R&B. We don't want to hear that. So like I say, Dolly was already on go and ready to fight, if you ask me. I think she felt like that from the beginning, at least, of this episode. And Dolly stood up between Lex and Summer while they having their little words. And Dolly started acting like she was just playing it off. But immediately, I caught on to her energy and I saw that she wanted to do something to Summer. And she got in a confessional and said she don't mind boxing Summer because she done boxed friends that she had for less than that or for longer than that or something like that. But she dancing all on Summer, and y'all already know it's going to turn into a fight, and that's exactly what it was. But it wasn't a full-on fight. I think Summer might have got, no, not Summer, I think Dolly might have got 1 or 2 off on Summer, but it happened so fast that I don't even think it really count as a fight. But I hate that the girls are breaking up like this. I ain't gonna lie, I wish they went their separate ways, but I hate they breaking up like this. And Summer, you gonna have to learn when to hold them and when to fold them, bitch. At some point in time, even though I like you, girl, you got to shut your mouth, girl. Until you just don't want to, and then you just keep getting bopped in it, okay? And look at Tanisha throwing shade at Natalie. I haven't seen Natalie since the last time I seen Natalie. And now she's inviting me to this warehouse with the girls. And I don't understand why I'm here. Tanisha, if you was going to come on here and throw shade, you could have stayed home. You could have stayed home, Jacket. And I guess Natalie decided to invite the girls from Bad Girls Club out too. I forgot they was here. I swear to God, I forgot they was here. I was like, who these girls is? Till I started seeing their names under their faces and all of that. And look at Dagatavy. I told y'all, bitch, I know a stud when I see one. Do you hear me? I know it's them when I see one. Look at Tavy over there looking like she ready to choose. Girl, get off of here, graffiti. So Natalie hops in the confessional. You guys, I'm going on tour and I'm bringing all the girls. So I decided to give them all chains so nobody be without a chain, okay? It's gonna have a tracking device and it's gonna come with a vape. So I'm like, what? So Natalie gets in front of the girls and tell everybody that she got extra backup chains for all the hoes who couldn't perform and get one on their own. Emmy must have knew somebody at the jeweler and got some fake chains made. But anyway, I was looking at bald head Jayla and I was like, girl, that hair be looking so pretty on Jayla. Jayla looks so mature and pretty with the hair, huh? How they attach it to that bald head? At any rate, Jayla was looking like she was a little jelly, you know, because she got fired allegedly. You feel me? But anyway, the first person that got their chain, y'all, was Rockhead, and this is what bothered me. Krishan got on here and cried and hugged Natalie as if she never got a gift before, all to give the chain to doggone March.
Yeah, I am a baddie with or without my chain, but I do like my little baddie chain. It means something to me. But she said, it's mine, and it means something to me. What else, y'all? Come on.
Child, then Gretchen the Gremlin got a chain, and I was wondering why. Why? Why did she get a chain? Talking about y'all bitches is mad. Literally nobody is mad at you, Gretchen. Girl, get off your grasshopper. And I want to know whose idea it was to give Smiley crazy ass a chain. Hell, even Natalie had to tell her she can't dox her and put her information on the internet no more. Why is y'all hanging out with these level of scammers? Y'all got to stop with all of that. Girl, then Cold Killer got called for her chain, and Cold Killer feels some type of way because she said she don't deserve no default chain. She actually worked and put in work. She should have got one off of her struggles in her back. Girl, Cold Killer, go ahead on. You lucky to be back. Then Natalie said she had chains from all the girls for Bad Girls Club. And when she said that, Tanisha was like, what? Like, Tanisha was acting like she didn't need the chain, but actually happy to get it. But was like, it was nice that she thought of us. And I'm like, girl. At any rate, Natalie handed out the chain to all these hoes, and all these hoes started putting on their chain. Persuasion was putting on her chain, but she said she had to keep her head on the swivel. She said because them hoes be hating, and she got her chain, and if she got to fight for it, she will. Now, as Persuasion was putting on her chain, I told y'all keeping her head on the swivel was a must, so you could see her eyes kind of crossing as she looking both ways like she about to cross the street, because she just knows somebody gonna pop her in the back back of the head. And as sure as I got a nose on my face, she got the confessional and said she refuses to have a Baddie South moment where Rockhead dust her up and beat her up and washed her in the sink. She said, not today, Satan. She said, this time she's fighting back and she's ready for whatever. Then Summer jumped up hollering about Cold Killer, get your chain. And then Summer started saying crazy stuff about Persuasion. Persuasion at least thought that's what she was doing. She said she don't know. She just heard her over there talking. She wasn't sure if she was talking about her or anybody else over there. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if Summer smelled the blood in the water. Summer jumped up, went over to Persuasion. And the next thing you know, them hoes got to windmilling. And I will say this. Persuasion whipped Summer ass. Yes, she did. Summer, you done took a lot of L's. We only on episode 4. Girl, is you gonna win? Somebody throw Mariah in a fight or something at least. Let her get one win, girl. Because even though Persuasion was blinking 100 miles an hour like she was going up and down the interstate, she was still swinging on you, Summer, and she got you, Fefe. All I know is that's the end of the episode. What do y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.